Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have the ReadyWise Emergency Survival Backpack, and this is a big kit. It does come with food and water. Like all my videos, we're going to do a three-part video. First part is what's inside the kit. The second part is what the stuff inside the kit does and how to use it. And the third part is going to be my opinion. What do I think about the kit? What is it missing? And is it worth the price? So stick around. Here we have the ReadyWise Emergency Survival Backpack. It's a pretty big backpack. It's a full-size backpack. And the first thing you get in the kit itself is the backpack's part of the kit. And we'll go around and look at it. Here on the bottom, you have a little pouch with some straps to get it in there tighter. On top, you have another little pouch with a little flag on here. And this is for putting it through, so you can have it on the outside where you're walking around. That way people will see you and you will be seen. And that kind of works with the camel backpack, having be able to hide, and when you want to be seen you just pull the flag out, and you have a little strap right here, a little string pull, make it tighter, make it looser. You do have two pockets on each side for water, for your water bottles or anything, and they do have adjustable strings as well. And then at the top you have this big bag, which is not the biggest one. This is like the front area, and then they have the bigger side behind it, and that's where all the stuff that we're going to look at is in. And then in the front you also have a smaller pocket on the very top, and you can fit a couple things in there. And this backpack is not filled up where you can't add anything, and that's the good thing about a backpack like this. You can put whatever you want on there, add stuff, so you have a lot of room to play around with it. And we'll go through the stuff inside real quick. First thing you got is some water. It looks like there is about 5 little bag water. This is a little bag with a bunch of stuff in there. We'll take everything out and then kind of take everything out of those bags. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll get the backpack out the way. So this is what's inside the backpack. It comes in 3 individual bags. The first one is your water. It looks like you have 5 water bags. And these bags have 4.227 fluid ounces a piece. And then we'll go in this bag real quick, see what they have. And there's a lot of items in here too, as you can see. The first thing we're looking at is the playing cards. It's a playing deck of cards. Here we have a 5-function whistle. And this one has a whistle, a compass, signal mirror, a capsule, and flint. And you'll see these around a lot of kits. You can buy this at Walmart too. You have the whistle, the compass, the emergency mirror for signaling right here. And here you can put matches. And then on the side you have a very, very small ferro rod to strike. And then you do get a mask. And this is a KN95. You have a little cup here that you could use to boil water or cook if you needed to. Here is a emergency blanket. It is 140 by 220 centimeters. we get a little package of tissues, a emergency rain poncho. This is a little bag. It's a little trash bag. You can put stuff in there. Here we have a collapsible camp stove. And we'll open them up so you guys can see what it looks like. And a lot of these stoves come with little tablets inside that you can use. Here's the stove. You stand it up, put your fuel in here, either the tablets or some wood, light it up, and then you put your pot on top. As you can see, this cup is too big. You can adjust it for big pots, small pots, and then sit it on there and you could use it. Here are those fuel tablets I was talking about, and they're just they look like little candles, little square candles. You put them in there, light them up, and you have fuel. Here is a little instructions on the purification tablets, and it comes with 5 packets of them, and there's 2 in each packet. You also get this flashlight, and these don't require battery or to charge them. These you power up with squeezing this little trigger right here. That's how you charge it. And you have a little locking mechanism. You turn it on. They're not super bright, but a flashlight's a flashlight. When you can't see in the dark, anything's good. Here we have a little matches, and these are waterproof matches. You get 40 of them, and this can go into your little container here, and it helps it just stay dry. And the last thing we have in this bag is a little first aid kit, 39 pieces. And we'll look inside real quick. It says it includes 10 plastic bandages but smaller, 2 gauze pads, 3 alcohol cleaning pads, 1 butterfly closure, 10 cotton tips, and I think those are just like the Q-tips, and 3 antiseptic cleaning wipes. And here's what we're working with. Looks like a standard little first aid kit. And we'll go into more detail on the second part of the video. And now for this bag. This is where you get all the food. And I think there's some milk in here as well. Some powdered milk. This is what I really like about these kind of survival kits that come with food and water. It just gives you a little more stuff to play with. First thing we got is ReadyWise Southwest rice and beans. Let's move these right here. This one is creamy pasta and vegetables. Here we have some whey milk. Here we have some tortilla soup, brown sugar and maple multigrains, and some apple cinnamon cereal. And that is what's inside of the kit. Everything here, including the backpack that it came in. And This is the first part of the video where we see what comes in the kit. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in this kit. It comes with food, with water, with emergency coverage, a first aid kit, and then this is what I like about this one. It comes with a stove, your fuel, and a cup to boil stuff in, and you get a good amount of purifying tablets. Now for part 2, we're gonna look into the supplies in here and go into a little detail. Here we have some food. Most of these are gonna have a good amount of calories, and they have about 4 servings each. And the calories kind of vary, but they're about the same, which each serving you get about 190, and it has 4 servings here. And these, you just boil some water, heat it up, and this is freeze dry, I believe. And you just let it sit for about 15 minutes, let it cook, and then it's ready to eat. They also have a little pouch that goes in there to keep the moisture out. Remember to remove that before you cook these. Don't just open them and put water in them. Make sure you look at them and you take that thing out. Here we have the flashlight, and I like these flashlights. They're a little cheaper flashlights. You can get them for maybe $1, $2, but they're good because when the power goes out and you can't recharge your batteries, or you can't get new batteries, this is going to be what's going to help you a lot. It's a little noisy, but it works. And if you give it, it looks a little low right now, but I've used these before, and if you have them fully charged with the pumping, it's going to be a lot brighter than this. I do enjoy these stoves. I have a couple of these stoves, and they work good, especially because the tablets I have on my other stoves, I can fit them inside here and close it. So now you have more room, and then whenever you're ready to cook, you open it up, take one of the fuel tablets, put it in there, and you can use the matches to light it, and then put your cup on there, heat it up if you're boiling water, if you're trying to cook. And these stoves are really nice because they're compact. They don't take up a lot of room. They can fit anywhere, and they work. And along with that, you have the matches, 40 waterproof matches. And the waterproof means they can be wet and they'll still light up, but this is not stormproof, which is not where you can light it, put it in water, take it out, it's going to ignite again. These are just able to strike when they are wet. And with that, we have the whistle here, which I would put those matches in here, not only to protect it from the water, but to take up less space. Everything will be in one piece. And then you have the whistle here. If you are listening with headphones or you have this on high volume, be warned, I'm about to test the whistle. That was not super amazing, but it was loud and you could hear it. And with this, you do have a compass on top. And it works. It's not the greatest compass, but if it works, it works. And with this, you also do have the striker. So if you run out of matches, you can use the striker, but this is a very small ferro rod. So this shouldn't be your first choice. And then here we have the first aid kit, and we read the stuff that's in it, but I'll just show you guys. You have the little Q-tips, a couple little wipes. You get 3 of these alcohol pads. You get the different bandages. You get the smaller ones, and then you get these regular size bandages. And at the bottom you have the gauze. At the bottom you have the gauze. And it's a decent little first aid kit. This is a boo-boo kit. You know, you get a little cut, you get bit or something by mosquitoes, you want to clean all the area. This is going to be your kit. It's not going to go any further than that. It's not be able to stop, big bleedings if you get cut really bad or anything like that. It's not a trauma kit. It's a little boo-boo kit, but little cuts can get infected. And that's one thing about surviving, is even small cuts have to be taken care of. You have a way to clean it and a way to cover and protect it. Because when you're out there, you don't have a doctor, you don't have, pills that you don't have with you. You just can't get them. And this is going to help you maintain your safety and your health. Here we have a little bag. I think they chose the red color to kind of be like a bio bag in case you do have some stuff you don't want anybody touching with blood or anything else. Because I've seen the older backpacks have a little bio logo on there. This one didn't, but being the same color, I think that's what they're going for. And also you can use it as a trash bag. Make sure you put all your trash in there. Here we have the emergency rain poncho. And a rain poncho is a rain poncho. These are about $1 anywhere you find them. And they work, they're not gonna last a long time. I've used them once and had to throw them away because either they get ripped or they're not easy to put back. But these are good to have in case it's raining and you have nothing else, and they'll cover you. Here we have a little package of tissues, and tissues, you can't go wrong with them. Use them to blow your nose, to clean your hands, and even if you needed to start a fire, you have tinder here. Here's the emergency blanket. I've never really seen one in a box, but they normally come in little bags. But these are made to keep you warm. If you're out there in the cold, you wrap yourself in these and they reflect your heat back to you. And they work, they're same thing with the poncho. Very thin material, easy to rip, but you could use it to make a shelter, cover yourself, and protect yourself. Here we have the water purifying tablets. And I like that they gave you the instructions that come with it, because even here you have them, but it's better to have the whole instruction, what's in it, how to use them, and then you get all this information. And then they give you a little deck of cards. It does help boost your morale, and morality has a lot to do in surviving. You have to have a good mindset. You have to keep moving forward. And it's easy to say that now because, we're all living a good life here at home. But when you're out there alone for a long time, by yourself, in a bad situation, you need something to pick you up, something that makes you feel good. And this has it. And the cup it comes with, it's a pretty big cup. It's a one-piece cup. Some of them have the folding handles. This one doesn't. Feels pretty solid. You can use this to cook. You could use this to boil water. And you can use this to drink. And you could always add your water to the cup and clean it with the purifying tablets. And here we have a face mask. And these do come in handy even before the whole stuff going on. These are good for if there's a lot of dust in the air, if you're going to be somewhere where it's not so clean. This would help you a lot. But now with everything going on in the world, these are always going to be in your survival kits. It's always good to have an extra one. It's always good to have one with you. And then you have the water. These are just bags full of water, and they normally have about a 5-year shelf life. This one expires in 2025. And these are good to have, especially since when stuff, happens in a bad situation, you don't want to be worrying about having water right now. You can worry about, having a place to collect water, a way to clean it. And in the meantime, having something like this will help you because you'll have water right then. And I like these bags. I have a lot of these little bags. This one is SOS. And they also make different brands, but they're all the same. It's all water. And having something like this would really help your morale too. Being able to have something to drink and something to eat, it's going to help you feel better, do more work, travel a little further, just whatever you need. Having stuff like this is going to help. You don't need water in a pack to survive. You don't need pre-made food to survive, but they're good to have just in case that day you didn't catch any food. You know, you didn't see any water for the first day. You have something to drink and you have something to eat, and you can use the water to boil it and put it in the food and give yourself some nutrients, some energy. So that is part 2 of the video, and we talked about the items in here, how they're used, and these are pretty good items. I like the quality of these are good foods. Wise Company does make a lot of food products. I do have a couple of their food, so I like these freeze-dried food because they last a long time. These are about 25 to 30 year shelf life, and having these around even in your house in case something happens, they're good to have. So you have some emergency food that you don't have to worry about just going bad. And some of these are really tasty. Most of them just give you calories. They're not made to taste amazing. They're there to put some calories in you and keep you going. Everything else, it's a pretty good kit. I would like to give it a good review. It is missing stuff. It's lacking a little bit in the shelter. You do have the poncho and the emergency blanket, but what I like to do is have maybe like a tarp, because you do have a big backpack, so you're able to put more stuff. This is a good kit because you have a lot of room to add stuff to it. Maybe add into something kind of in a better way, a shelter, a tarp, a small tent will help you out. The other thing I've noticed is there's not a knife in this kit. There's no way to cut. There's not a little saw. There's no way to cut into the trees, into the branches to make stuff. That's another place where it's lacking. You do have good when it comes to water, because you can boil the water. It gives you what you need to boil it, and it also gives you a way to clean it without boiling. So the water is good. Besides that, I think it is a pretty good kit. Some of the stuff like this is not amazing quality, but that's why you buy the kit, because it's a good starting point, especially if you're going into surviving. Something like this is a good place to be. And if you want to do more than just surviving, maybe start prepping, this stuff here works really good, because this lasts you 5 years and this lasts you 25 or 30 years depending on the company that makes it, but they last a long time. So you can start your prepper stuff here, because here you have a couple items that are going to last you a long time, and you just put them away and use them when you need them. The first aid kit is small, and what I like to do is buy something like this and slowly upgrade stuff. Maybe take this out and get a better first aid kit, more stuff in it. Take the flashlight out and get a better flashlight, and even then get a second flashlight, because I always say, you know, you need a backup for your backup just in case. And same thing with your cup. This is a good cup, but you could always get another one, and you could even get multiple cups that fit inside each other. You do want to still, you know, not go too crazy on the weight of the backpack, because if you do have to carry it somewhere, you're gonna have to carry it, and that's a lot of weight. So this is a good place to start if you want to start doing surviving or prepping stuff. You get a lot of good stuff, and this is stuff that is useful, and you will, you know, use them eventually. So my final thoughts: this is a good product. I do enjoy it, and it does come with this backpack. It is a good backpack. Like I said, it's not the greatest quality backpack. You know, you can feel it. It's a little thin, but it's gonna work for its purpose. It's gonna carry your supplies, and it's gonna be there when you need it. And it does come with a little flag so you can signal, which is a plus. So if you need to be seen, you will be seen with the orange little flag. And so final thoughts: it's a good product. I enjoy the stuff in here. It's not, some things are not the greatest qualities, but that's going to be a lot of stuff in survival kits. It won't be the greatest quality because they have to work with the price of the bag, how much it costs the company to make it, and how much they can sell it to you for. So for the price, this is pretty good. I believe this kit was about $68 in the Walmart app. I've also seen it on Amazon for about $70. So that is the video. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.